Supplication for himself and the people under his guardianship. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O He, the wonders of whose mightiness will never end, bless Muhammad and his household, and prevent us from deviation concerning thy mightiness. O He, the term of whose kingdom will never cease, bless Muhammad and his household, and release our necks from thy vengeance. O He, the treasuries of whose mercy will never be exhausted, bless Muhammad and his household, and appoint for us a portion of thy mercy. O He, whose eyes fall short of seeing, bless Muhammad and his household, and bring us close to thy nearness. O He, before whose greatness all great things are small, bless Muhammad and his household, and give us honor with thee. O He, to whom all hidden tidings are manifest, bless Muhammad and his household, and expose us not before thee. O God, remove our need for the gifts of the givers through thy gift, and spare us the loneliness of those who break off through thy joining, that we may beseech no one along with thy free giving, that we may feel lonely at no one's absence along with thy bounty. O God, bless Muhammad and his household. Scheme for us, not against us. Devise to our benefit, not to our loss. Give the turn to prevail to us, not to others. O God, bless Muhammad and his household. Protect us from thyself, safeguard us through thyself, guide us to thyself, and take us not far from thyself. He whom thou protectest stays safe. He whom thou guidest knows, and he whom thou bringest near thyself takes the spoils. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and spare us the cutting edge of time's turning changes, the evil of Satan's snares, and the bitterness of the sovereign's aggression. O God, the spared are spared only through the bounty of thy strength. So bless Muhammad and his household, and spare us. The givers give only through the bounty of thy wealth. So bless Muhammad and his household, and give to us. The guided are guided only by the light of thy face. So bless Muhammad and his household, and guide us. O God, he whom thou befriendest will not be injured by the abandonment of the abandoners. He to whom thou givest will not be diminished by the withholding of the withholders. He whom thou guidest will not be misled by the misguidance of the misguiders. So bless Muhammad and his household. Defend us from thy servants through thy might. Free us from need for other than thee through thy support, and make us travel the path of the truth through thy right guidance. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and put the soundness of our hearts into the remembrance of thy mightiness, the idleness of our bodies into giving thanks for thy favor, and the flow of our tongue into the description of thy kindness. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and make us one of thy summoners who summon to thee, thy guiders who direct to thee, and thy special friends whom thou hast singled out, O most merciful of the merciful. His supplication in the morning and evening. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise belongs to God, who created night and day through his strength, set them apart through his power, and appointed for each a determined limit and a drawn-out period. He makes each of the two enter into its companion, and makes its companion enter into it, as an ordainment from him for his servants, in that through which he feeds them, and with which he makes them grow. He created for them the night, that they may rest in it, from tiring movements and wearisome exertions, and he made it a garment for them, that they might be clothed in its ease and its sleep, that it might be for them refreshment and strength, that they might reach therein pleasure and passion. He created for them the daytime, giving sight, that they might seek within it of his bounty, find the means to his provision, and roam freely in his earth, searching for that through which to attain the immediate in their life in this world, and to achieve the deferred in their life to come. Through all of this he sets right their situation, tries their records, and watches their state in the times for obeying him, the way stations of his obligations, and the places of his ordinances, that he may repay those who do evil with what they have done, and repay those who do good with goodness. O God, to Thee belongs praise for the sky. Thou hast split into dawn for us, giving us to enjoy thereby the brightness of daytime, showing us sought-after nourishments, and protecting us from the striking of blights. In the morning we and all things, every one, rise for Thee, the heaven and the earth, and what Thou hast scattered. In each, the still and the moving, the resident and the journeying, what towers up in the air and what hides under the ground. We rise in the morning in Thy grasp. Thy kingdom and authority contain us, and Thy will embrace us. We move about by Thy command, and turn this way and that through Thy governing. We own nothing of the affair except what Thou hast decreed, and nothing of the good except what Thou hast given. This is a fresh, new day, over us a ready witness. If we do good, it will take leave from us with praise, and if we do evil, it will part from us in blame. O God, bless Muhammad and his household. Provide us with the day's good companionship, and preserve us against parting from it badly by doing a misdeed, or committing a sin, whether small or great. Make our good deeds within it plentiful, between us therein empty of evil deeds. And fill what lies between its two sides for us with praise and thanksgiving, wages and stores, bounty and beneficence. O God, ease our burden on the noble writers. Fill our pages for us with our good deeds, and degrade us not before them with our evil works. O God, appoint for us in each of the day's hours a share from Thy servants, a portion of giving thanks to Thee, and a truthful witness among Thy angels. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and safeguard us from before us and behind us, from our right hands and our left hands, and from all directions, a safeguarding that will preserve from disobeying Thee, guide to obeying Thee, and be employed for Thy love. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and give us success in this day of ours, this night of ours, and in all our days, to employ the good, stay away from the evil, give thanks for favors, follow the Sunnah's norms, avoid innovations, enjoin good behavior, forbid the disapproved, defend Islam, diminish falsehood and abase it, help the truth and exalt it, guide the misguided, assist the weak, and reach out to the troubled. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and make this the most fortunate day we have known, the most excellent companion we have accompanied, and the best time in which we have lingered. Place us among the most satisfied of all Thy creatures, whom night and day have passed by, the most thankful of them for the favors Thou hast done, the firmest of them in the laws Thou hast set down in the Sharia, and the most unyielding of them toward the prohibited acts against which Thou hast cautioned. O God, I call Thee to witness, and Thou art sufficient witness, and I call Thy heaven and Thy earth to witness, and Thy angels and Thy other creatures who inhabit them, in this my day, this my hour, this my night, and this my resting place, that I bear witness that Thou art God, other than whom there is no God, upholding justice, equitable in judgment, clement to the servants, master of the kingdom, compassionate to the creatures, and that Muhammad is Thy servant and Thy messenger, Thy chosen from among Thy creatures. Thou didst charge him with Thy message, and he delivered it. Thou didst command him to counsel his community, and he counseled it. So God bless Muhammad and his household more than Thou hast blessed any of Thy creatures. Give him for our sake the best Thou hast given any of Thy servants, and repay him on our behalf better and more generously than Thou hast repaid any of Thy prophets on behalf of his community. Thou art all kind with immensity, the forgiver of the great, and Thou art more merciful than every possessor of mercy. So bless Muhammad and his household, the good, the pure, the chosen, the most distinguished. His supplication when faced with a worrisome task, or when misfortune descended, and at the time of distress. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O He through whom the knots of detested things are untied, O He through whom the cutting edge of hardships is blunted, O he from whom is begged the outlet to the freshness of relief. Intractable affairs yield to thy power. Means are made ready by thy gentleness. The decree goes into effect through thy power, and all things proceed according to thy desire. By thy desire they follow thy command without thy word, and by thy will they obey thy bands without thy prohibition. Thou art the supplicated in worries, and the place of flight in misfortunes. None of them is repelled unless thou repellest, and none is removed unless thou removest. Upon me has come down, my Lord, something whose weight burdens me, and upon me has fallen something whose carrying oppresses me. Through thy power thou hast brought it down upon me, and through thy authority thou hast turned it toward me. None can send away what thou hast brought. None can deflect what thou hast turned. None can open what thou hast closed. None can close what thou hast opened. None can make easy what thou hast made difficult. None can help him whom thou hast abandoned. So bless Muhammad and his household. Open for me, my Lord, the door of relief through thy graciousness. Break from me the authority of worry by thy strength. Confer the beauty of thy gaze upon my complaint. Let me taste the sweetness of benefaction in what I ask. Give me from thyself mercy and wholesome relief, and appoint for me from thyself a quick way out. Distract me not through worry from observing thy obligations and acting in accordance with thy prescriptions. My capacity has been straitened, my Lord, by what has come down on me, and I am filled with worry by carrying what has happened to me, while thou hast power to remove what has afflicted me, and to repel that into which I have fallen. So do that for me, though I merit it not from thee, O possessor of the mighty throne. His supplication in seeking refuge from hateful things, bad moral qualities, and blameworthy acts. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O God, I seek refuge in Thee from the agitation of craving, the violence of wrath, the domination of envy, the frailty of patience, the lack of contentment, surliness of character, urgency of passion, the disposition to vehemence, following caprice, opposing guidance, the sleep of heedlessness, undertaking the toilsome, preferring falsehood over truth, persisting in sin, making little of disobedience, making much of obedience, vying with the wealthy, disparaging the poor, guarding badly over those in our hands, failing to thank those who have done good to us, aiding a wrongdoer, abandoning someone troubled, wanting what is not rightfully ours, and speaking about knowledge without knowing. We seek refuge in Thee from harboring dishonesty toward anyone, being pleased with our works and stretching out our expectations. We seek refuge in Thee from ill-mindedness, looking down on the small, Satan's gaining mastery over us, time afflicting us, and the sovereigns oppressing us. We seek refuge in Thee from acting with prodigality and not having sufficiency. We seek refuge in Thee from the gloating of enemies, indigent need for equals, living in hardship and dying without readiness. We seek refuge in Thee from the most dreadful remorse, the greatest affliction, the most wretched wretchedness, the evil end to the journey, the deprivation of reward and the advent of punishment. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and through Thy mercy give to me refuge from all of that, and to all the faithful, both men and women, O most merciful of the merciful. His supplication and yearning to ask forgiveness from God. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O God, bless Muhammad and his household. Make us go to the repentance that Thou lovest, and make us leave the persistence that Thou hatest. O God, when we halt before two decreases, in religion or in this world, let the decrease fall upon that which passes quickly, and relent in that which lasts the longer. When we set out after two concerns, one of which makes Thee pleased with us, and the other of which displeases Thee, incline us toward that which makes Thee pleased, and weaken our strength in that which displeases Thee. Leave not our souls alone to choose in that, for they choose falsehood except inasmuch as Thou givest success, and they command to evil except inasmuch as Thou hast mercy. O God, Thou created us from frailty, built us up from feebleness, and began us from a mean water. We have no force except through Thy strength, and no strength except through Thy help. So confirm us by giving us success, point us the right way by Thy pointing. Blind the eyes of our hearts toward everything opposed to Thy love, and set not in any of our limbs passage to disobeying Thee. O God, bless Muhammad and his household, and assign the whisperings of our hearts, the movements of our members, the glances of our eyes, and the idioms of our tongues to that which makes incumbent Thy reward, lest a good deed slip by us, through which we might deserve Thy repayment, or an evil deed remain with us, by which we might merit Thy punishment.